Being attracted to someone feels like the most magical yet hella weird thing, and while people usually will just, write a song about it or scribble a few hearts in their notebook, there is one kind of people who will not leave it alone until they have found out what the problem is. Scientists! Well, scientists can't leave something magical alone for once, so there has been so much research done on why we are attracted to the people we are attracted to, and we are gonna break down some of these findings in this video. Hello, welcome back to this nerd channel on science around the human body, behavior, cognition and health, but also apparently on tips how to get someone attracted to you. Yes! At the end of this video, I'm going to give you the best tips ever. Wait and see. Let's dig right in. So you meet people every day. Oh, okay, you used to meet people every day. But then this one person you don't even know comes along and you are absolutely amazed by them. And I don't mean by their wits or humor or intelligence, but simply by their looks apparently. And that's actually the first step of attraction. Yes, I know we're supposed to not judge the book by its cover, but let's be real, we all do. Even if we don't want to, we have already made our judgment in the first seconds of meeting someone. And this first impression has obviously nothing to do with their wonderful personality or how beautiful they are inside. Also, it would be evolutionary suicidal to not build a first impression, a first judgment of the safety of being with someone in a situation as quick as possible. But what I actually want to say here is that all the senses are participating in this thing called sexual attraction, and we are gonna talk about all of them. The eyes are the first ones who have the pleasure of deciding whether they are attracted to someone or not. Now, it has been scientifically proven that you are more likely to be attracted to someone who has a symmetric face, healthy looking hair and clear skin, which are all signs of youth, fertility and good health. This is because you are looking for someone who is young, able to bear and care for potential children, is healthy and was healthy as a child, which means that they have a good immune system and you would, by having intercourse, get to probably have offspring with their good genes, which is of course good for you because the chances of your own genes to be passed on are multiplied by that. When the eyes give their okay, our instinct is to take a closer look or sniff. The smell. You can smell the other person and detect not only if they used some perfume or if they farted just now, you can also subconsciously perceive their pheromones. These are chemical signals every single one of us has, which can give information about the stage of the cycle a woman is, for example, and thus determine whether she would be fertile at the moment. There have been experiments where women in all different stages of a menstrual cycle were asked to wear the same shirt for a few days, and then men were asked to rate the attractiveness of the smell without ever having seen the women. What was also done was that the male participants' testosterone level before and after sniffing was determined. As you can imagine, the man rated the ovulating shirts, the smells of the shirts worn by women during their ovulation, as more attractive, and there was a significant rise in their testosterone levels. Testosterone is a hormone which is known to, among other things, stimulate sperm production and the sex drive. This means that men could, without knowing it, determine the cycle phase that a woman was in and thus not waste their time by pursuing someone who is not in their fertile stage. But smell is obviously not only important for men. Women can draw a lot of important information out of the smell of a potential partner as well. They can identify, for example, MHCs, which is short for major histocompatibility complex, which are used to fight diseases. It is of crucial importance to provide your offspring with the best immune system they could possibly get, and to do that you need your partner to have different MHC molecules than you do, so that the immune system will be covering basically as many defenses as possible. So getting women to smell shirts of men will almost always result in them finding the ones with the most different MHC molecules much more attractive than the rest. Next sense, hearing. Our ears are so into being part of choosing our partners. It has been shown that heterosexual men go for women with higher pitched voices because it is a sign of youth and more estrogen. Now this sounds super pedo, but of course I'm talking about the difference between a 20-year-old and a 60-year-old. Don't be disgusting! Now that we cleared that up, let me explain. Youth in women is important because the older she is, the more problems can arise in a pregnancy and the less healthy the kid could be. Now, you need to remember that nowadays there is not such a strong selection on that anymore because of the huge advances of modern medicine. But evolutionary speaking, that would be shit for the health of the offspring and thus their reproductive fitness. Women, on the other hand, prefer men with low-pitched voices, which are correlated with bigger body size. Good health indicator and desirable trait for potential offspring. There have even been studies that showed that people subconsciously lower or rise their voice pitch, according to their sex obviously, when they're flirting to appear more attractive when they meet someone they like. Women tend to speak more like that. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. And men like that, and then they're called daddy and become TikTok famous. But it is hot and our ears are like, yay! Touch is also super important, and that is because the touch will stimulate the release of oxytocin. This is a cuddle, feel-good hormone which you are craving for your entire life because it helps you socially bond and build trust with other people around you. But if all the other two previous levels of visual and audio stimulation have already been passed, the touch is the next level coming shortly before taste. Taste and touch are basically very closely intertwined because you cannot taste the other person without touching them as well, right? Yes, that first kiss, and every kiss actually, it is giving you so much information about your partner, which is biologically speaking crucial for you and for whether you are still going to be attracted to that person afterwards. Compatibility is key. And okay, of course I also mean that they should maybe not kiss you in a way that you find intrusive, too much, or disgusting even. I mean compatibility in a biological sense with information on MHC molecules, pheromones, close-ups, as well as mouth hygiene. There is so much of the previously discussed tactile and chemical information in a kiss that the kiss can give the most powerful veto of all. So if all of our senses give their okay, you are sexually attracted to this other person. Holy mollusk, this sounds so not romantic and meant to be and all that kitsch. How could so much poetry be about these feelings of attraction then? Well, let me put it that way. I think that knowing all this science behind it makes it even more romantic because now I know that not only my brain, my heart or my eyes are attracted to someone, but that my nose, my hands and my immune system even falls in love as well. So now to the important part of the scientific flirting tip. It's so simple. If you are a heterosexual woman, just wear the same shirt for 3 days while ovulating and then be like, oh my god, I hope his nose likes my pheromones. And if you are a heterosexual guy, then make your voice super low and look angry because being aggressive also shows high levels of testosterone. Also punch someone to make sure she notices. No, don't do that ever. Rely on your over millions and millions of years evolved bodies to make the right decision for the both of you. If it doesn't work on the other end, it's better for you too.